guess that explains why he always got his way. I spent my whole life around that sick, twisted old man. Until I became just as sick and twisted. His satellite. One of his satellites. Going round and around and around like a dizzy. Still going around. The sun's dead and the satellite's still spinning around the ashes.
Stephen, it won't do any good.
And there's no way to stop it either. Yeah, that's the delicious part. Old man's soul is so much cinder and we're all still turning around him.
Stephen, I'll speak with you tomorrow.
You know, he left me this house.
I know.
Yeah, he left me this house and everything in it. The only catch is that everything in it is still his. No matter how many times I put on my smoking jacket, and I sat in this chair, drank this brandy, only thing that was ever really mine was the smoking jacket.
Stephen, please get some rest.
You like it?
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's crystal. Hand cut. Finest. Well, don't worry, it's mine now, and he's dead now. It's all mine now, Susan. And I can do whatever I want with it. My mother, no, not my really mother, but the woman who calls herself my mother, Mrs. Hannah Cord. She set fire to this house once. I think she was trying to exorcise Peyton's spirit. His presence, his domination. It didn't work. Just as this won't work. Still here. And he's still calling the tune.
Dr. Ross, you want to take a look at this?
Did you have an appointment?
He just said drop by.
Let me check his schedule. Oh, I'm afraid he's booked up for the rest of the day.
Well, he was the one who was worried.
Well, maybe I can slip you in between Mrs. Green and the staff meeting. That is, if you don't mind waiting. It shouldn't be more than 15 minutes or so. Is that all right, Mr.?
There's nobody home. Just come from my daily outing around the square. 4 laps, and don't pick the flowers.
Visiting hours are over, Mr. Winter.
I'm looking for Dr. Rossi.
Why don't you ask at the front desk? I'm sure they'll know where he is. I'll get the attendant.
Not yet. Isn't there some kind of health regulation about people loitering in hospital corridors?
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm sorry, Mr. Winter.
Oh, no, that's all
shouldn't
right.
be
That's
here.
all right. Let him stay. Don't you see? He's one of us. He's wearing a badge.
I won't stay long.
Well, just a few minutes.
This is a hospital, so I guess I can say it. You look awful.
You look healthy.
The secret is I stay off my feet.
You've been on my mind a lot recently.
Well, that's funny because you haven't been on mine.
I couldn't sleep last night. First time since I got the job on that fishing boat.
Well, at least you're a new face.
What?
Well, there's been a parade of second-hand psychiatrists trooping through that door.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for me.
Oh, I see. You help me, you get rewarded 1,000-fold. How you going to do it, Tom? Kindness and compassion, is that the routine you're going to use? Will you pat my hand and say, there, Rodney, everything's going to be all right? Of course, if it's not, that's okay, too, because it's God's will.
I don't think you'll ever leave that chair. You're enjoying your misery too much.
What do you want?
Another look at you.
Why?
I don't like to miss my 8 hours.
Well, then stop thinking about me and get some sleep.
First, I have to get rid of any feelings I have for you.
What feelings?
The ones that threaten me.
I thought you'd given up the soul-saving business.
I did.
Well, why should you have feelings about me?
Exactly.
What's the matter with you?
Same thing that's the matter with you.
Oh, no. You're not looking.
We're two of a kind, Rod. A couple of emotional cripples, only you've got an advantage. You're a physical cripple, too.
Get out.
Combination like that, you can hide from life without even raising a sweat. Me? I've got to work at it every minute of every day.
And from what I hear, you've been doing a pretty good job.
I managed. Until you pushed your way into my thoughts.
Well, how do I push my way out so we can both get some rest?
That's why I'm here. You know, you physical cripples have got all the luck. Pleasant surroundings, plenty of attention, an army of sympathetic hand holders.
Well, then I don't need you.
You know, and I can't really blame you for holding on to that wheelchair for all you're worth.
You sound like you'd like one yourself.
I might.
Well, then why don't you go out and break your back, man?
I'd probably botch it.
You'd probably botch it, just like you've botched everything else.
That's right.
You're pathetic.
Because I can face what I am?
No, because you wear your failure like a badge of honor.
At least I'm honest enough to admit that I'm the one who failed. You know, I'm glad I came, Ron. You're no threat to me. Seeing you up close, it's easy not to feel anything for you. You're so busy crying for yourself. My tears wouldn't matter.
Adwell?
Yeah?
Listen, this is Rodney Harrington. Are you still in the physical therapy business? Because if you are, I'll be down in 2 minutes.
The Rodney Harrington.
Nobody else, Buster.
I'll be waiting for you.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You had to feel that money was practically yours. You used to wave it under your chin.
You don't really believe that.
I do.
You're not Lou Miles. You're somebody else. You've changed. The Lou Miles I knew was straight with me.
You hit the jackpot, Mrs. Rodney Harrington. You really hung in there.
Get out.